The perimeter of trapezoid JKLM is 116 inches. Calculate the area in square inches. Okay, a trapezoid is going to have one set of parallel lines. This line and this line are parallel to one another, meaning they never intersect. The others are not parallel. They will run into each other eventually. And it's like a trap. Boop, can trap something, fall in there. The area, to find the area of a trapezoid, we'll have to use base 1 and base 2, okay? So 1/2 times base 1 plus base 2, that's just labeling the lines, times the height. And the height will be at from the peak to one of the bases here at a right angle. Okay, so we'll need to know the length of these bases in order to solve this. Well, we know the length of this base, it's 42, but we don't know the length of this base. Therefore, we will have to find that. And we can find that by first finding the length of this leg right here. Because if I take this leg off here and this leg off here, then what's left here will be the length of KL. Okay? And what I think I'm going to do, just so I won't forget to take this leg off also when we're figuring out our length. I'm just going to go ahead and put leg B right there, because this one and this one are going to be congruent to one another, exactly the same, because the hypotenuse is 26 inches here and the hypotenuse is 26 inches here. Okay, so remember our Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, where a and b are the legs. They make up the right angle, and opposite the right angle is your hypotenuse c, which is always your longest side. Well, if we know the length of any two sides of a right triangle, we can find the length of the third side. Okay, so I've labeled leg A 24, A 24 squared, plus leg B, we don't know, plus B squared, equals the hypotenuse C, 26 squared. So let's do the math. Here our calculator. 24 squared, 24 to the second power, enter, 576, plus b squared equals, let's clear that, 26 squared, 26 to the second power, and enter, 676. Okay, our next step is to isolate our b squared here. That means I want to get rid of 576. I'm going to subtract it. Minus 576, so I can cancel it out. But if I subtract 576 on this side of the equal sign, I must also subtract 576 on the other side of the equal sign. Therefore, b squared is going to equal 676 minus 576, which will leave us with 100. So b squared equals 100, but we want to know what b is, not b squared. Therefore, I need to find the square root of 100. What number times itself will give me 100? I can put this into my calculator, hit my green second key, hit the little green square root, it'd be the x squared key, I'll put 100 inside the checkbox, scroll out of it, hit enter, and I know that the square root of 100 is 10 because 10 times 10 will give me 100. So this leg here, I wish I had a different color pen. Let's put 10 inches right here for that leg. So if that's 10 inches, this one also has to be 10 inches, right? Okay, so now we can find base 2 right here. If this whole thing is 42 inches, and I need to subtract 10 here and 10 here, 42 minus 10 plus 10, 20, will leave me with 22 inches for this base 2 right here. Okay, so now we can fill this into our formula for area of a trapezoid. Instead of using the fraction 1/2, I'm going to put 0.5, 5/10, which is 1/2, times base 1, 42, plus base 1, base 2, 22, times the height. And the height is from here to here, which they tell us is 24. Okay, so let's do our math. Let's work within our parentheses first, according to our order of operations. 42 plus 22 will give us 64. So let's put 5/10 times 64 times 24. Okay, so all we have to do is put that into our calculator. 0.5 times 64 times 24. Enter. 768 square inches, because when we find area, it's always as square units. Okay, that one took many steps, but you can do those. Follow the steps, practice it over and over. You can do it.